What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here, more Ratchet Deadlocked using the PCSX2 emulator. Last episode when we left off, we completed Catacomb 4 and fought against the hordes of robot zombies, which is really fun. Also got a new weapon and an Omega mod for it as well, which gives it a little bit of an upgrade. But after we completed Catacomb 4, we earned enough drag points to unlock planet Sarathos, which is the next planet we're going to be heading to. And this one's quite fun. There's a lot of sort of different areas within it, and it's sort of like a swamp planet, which is really cool. Reminds me a little bit of the first planet in Ratchet and Clank 2.
I attack you with a spider tank, power level 5. I defend with level 6 lawn ninjas. Sucker, you fell right into my trap. You're exterminated. Go, reactor, slap me some skin.
That's right, kids. Exterminator trading cards are here. There's Reactor, Shell Shock, the Eviscerator, and your favorite exterminator, Ace Hardlight. Collect them all and exterminate your friends today.
That cutscene still makes me laugh. Yeah, a lot of the sort of mid-mission cutscenes are really good in this game. A relatively serious story. There's a lot of humour in it, and I think it's a lot better than a lot of the other Ratchet and Clank games.
Welcome back, Dread Zone fans. Have we got a show for you? On today's episode, Team Darkstar has been dropped onto the hellish alien world of Sarathos. Their ultimate goal, destroy a monstrous alien creature known as the King Leviathan. And take it from me, people, monstrous is putting it nicely.
So as you can see from our overview there, it's an absolutely massive planet.
There is a combat arena up ahead. That is your first objective. Be careful. The outside is heavily guarded.
So as we make our way on Sarathos, we do have access to a new weapon, the Hunter Mine Launcher, and we are going to be purchasing this later because it acts as another explosive weapon, and when it's fully upgraded it allows you to absolutely carpet bomb an area. It's a little bit ridiculous. But we also have access to the shock mod, and this is really cool, returning from previous Ratchet and Clank games, and we're definitely going to be purchasing this and putting it on our dual Vipers, because that way it allows them to do better than sort of more than single target damage. And for enemies like these ankle biters, you can just fire one shot, maybe two, and it'll just take out a whole group. So it means your dual Viper ammo goes a little bit further. Here's these sort of lesser Leviathans. You can see they're quite tough.
You know, I gotta get me one of those battle suits, Juanita.
So sometimes the Leviathans will just sort of stay in these spawning pools and sort of act like a turret.
Folks, what is this sneaky Lombax doing behind the arena? This could be nothing. It's nothing. He's getting ammo.
So we do have these hacking orbs here we can access, but we're just going to go around the other side of the arena just to make sure there's no other enemies we can take out for some XP. one good quality of life feature with this game is that enemies do drop ammo. So with there being a much greater focus on combat, it allows you to stay in the fight a lot longer. So this is the hacker ray we got last planet, and a lot of the time when you get your bots to use the hacker ray, it will spawn enemies. Quite often it's just sort of the ankle biter type enemies, and you don't need to get them to do both orbs at the same time. You can just get them to do one orb, and then once that one's done, get them to do the other orb. And yeah, if you're getting a little bit overwhelmed at all, I'd recommend doing that so you have a backup of one bot.
Swamp is up next. Oh, I love this part.
So it's quite a slow introduction to this next planet, Sarathos, but this planet is definitely gets much funner. Not quite sure why the end of challenge music isn't playing, but we'll hear it in a minute, I guess.
Ooh, just look at that putrid, festering slime hole. Oh, wow, I can smell it from up here. Yee, yee. Ratchet's not gonna make it out of here on foot. He'll have to commandeer the puma on the far side of the swamp.
So because we've got enough bolts, we are going to get the Hunter Mine Launcher. And this is again sort of similar to other weapons. You know, the Mine Bomb Glove from Ratchet and Clank 1. But it's much better, I'd say. It doesn't do the most amount of damage, but it's got more ammo than the B6 Obliterator. And like I said, when it's fully upgraded, you can basically carpet bomb enemies with it.
Yikes! Remind me never to eat at your house.
You can also walk straight into enemies.
Tomorrow is Kick Your Best Friend in the Pants Day. Free popcorn for everyone who participates.
To do damage to them. I think it does slightly less damage though. It's quite cool as well when you're out of ammo. A lot of the electrical effects stop.
This guy is gonna sell a lot of commercial time, Juanita. Let's just pray we don't have any more wardrobe malfunctions.
Double swing shot. I cannot bear to look.
So if there's more than one orb, good sort of battle droids do sometimes automatically go over to the next one. So that means you don't need to continually order them around.
Let's get out of this swamp before I start rusting up.
Again, nice, relatively short challenge.
In order to advance to the Leviathan lair, Team Darkstar must capture 3 control nodes.
So the human basically drives same as the other bike. But you have your machine guns, but you also have your cannon, which is very powerful. And it's got pretty good splash radius as well. So thankfully you can sort of turn on the spot. Makes it really easy to take out enemies.
Boss, I've seen alien monkey food created in this place.
Don't scratch the paint on that Puma. We're giving it away at bingo night. Only one node remains between Ratchet and his date with the Leviathan.
Completely missed that jackpot crate there. But yeah, we've got one more bog crate to turn. But this one does have a
Guy should have his own fitness machine, his own shoes,
Lance Stalker there.
his own fat-burning barbecue.
And
Drive over a vehicle pad at any time to repair
for
vehicle
whatever reason, our EMP missed. If your robots do miss their EMP, they will continually throw out more EMPs until the target's taken out.
Third stage. Tell him what he's won, Juanita.
He's wanted an all-expense-paid trip to the Leviathan's lair, where he will enjoy golf, tennis, fine dining, and an agonizing death as he is slowly dissolved by stomach acids in the Leviathan's colon.
Reminds me a little bit of the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars, which is quite funny. Another fun challenge. Again, just breaks up the pacing of the game a little bit using a vehicle rather than being on foot. You can jump out obviously and take those enemies out on foot, but there's plenty of enemies in this next arena to get back some of the XP that we didn't get.
We are now in the final moments before the epic showdown with the King Leviathan. Team Darkstar must hack all the orbs to wake up that big fella. Happy hunting.
I am breathless with anticipation.
Sure you're not just breathless because you get to sit up here next to me?
No, but that does explain why I'm feeling nauseous.
Folks, I hope everybody's peed because we're not breaking for commercial anytime soon.
So if you want your robots to stop hacking because you need to back up or for whatever reason, if you just hit the regroup button by pressing down, they'll stop what they're doing and both come to help you fight the enemies. managed to level up the Obliterator again. Such a ridiculous weapon. And there's the mine launcher leveled up. Yeah, we should level up our Vipers soon as well. There's the Leviathan. And I always like to use the B6 Obliterator to take out the Leviathan, because I think he gives you a pretty decent chunk of XP. But yeah, really fun mission, that one. You can use the BattleBot's sort of ultimate ability to help clear out a bunch of enemies. You saw we had it for pretty much the entirety of that challenge, I think. But yeah, really fun. Just standard arena combat, and yeah, obviously got a lot of XP for our weapons. But for doing that, we also unlocked the cable launcher, which we'll need on the next planet. And it's a gadget that your bots will use for you to help you out in levels.
Ratchet, if you want to gain more experience or earn more bolts, you can return to any challenge you have already completed.
But similar to before, when we were on Kratom 4, after completing the challenges you have to complete, we also have access to some optional challenges to increase our bolt reward and dread points. Like Clank just mentioned there, if you do really like a certain challenge or want to earn some more bolts and find a challenge that you can complete very quickly, or you need more dread points, you can do it over and over again. And I'm pretty sure you get the dread point reward as well as the bolt reward for replaying it. Here we have another ring race.
Time for an adrenaline-charged hover bike race. Ratchet's racing to beat the clock. Each checkpoint he passes earns him a few extra seconds. Gentlemen, start your engines.
If you ever get lost, you can look on the mini-map and just follow the star. That'll tell you where to go. And I'm pretty sure there's a skill point for not taking any damage during this race. So you have to avoid all these explosive canisters. And then I think there's a skill point for doing the race without blowing up any of the canisters as well, but you can just jump over them. Yeah, I'd say remember it's a hover bike and you can sort of go sideways with it. But yeah, if you are confused or unsure about any of the skill points, there is a list of them.
Folks, I know I wasn't expecting that outcome. Ratchet has moved up in the rankings, surpassing Mustachio Furioso, Illustrious Lana, and Mailbag.
Yeah, there is a list in the special section of the pause menu, or the extras, and that gives you a description of all the skill points as well. But you might have heard the announcer there talking about how we've leveled up in our rankings, and that'll basically help us progress through the game later on. Then we've got another challenge there, Swamp Fever.
Red Zone has unleashed an angry pack of Leviathans for Team Darkstar to battle. They'll have to destroy them all before time runs out. shave this gorgeous head of hair.
Right. Like that rug is really attached to your head.
Excuse me, Miss Smarty Pants. This is not a wig. Here, touch it. Go ahead, pull. Here. Now tell me that doesn't feel natural.
Nice. It's amazing what they can do with hair plugs these days.
What I want to know is how Ratchet uses the bathroom in that suit.
Landstalker. You don't have to charge up the mortars with Landstalker. If you get your timing down, you can sort of just keep a steady stream out, which sometimes is a little bit more effective way of doing it. So there are a couple more there left, but we didn't have to worry about taking them out. You've got a couple spare, just to make the challenge a little bit easier for us. But it's a very quick 2,500 bolts from 5,000 dread points. And then that gave us enough dread points to unlock Kronos.
I have checked your rankings, Ratchet. You have earned enough dread points to advance to planet Kronos.
And we'll actually be facing off against one of the exterminators on this planet, which is really cool. So I'm definitely going to leave that to next episode. And yeah, it should be a little bit of a longer episode, next one. So obviously I'm going to wrap this episode up here. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, please like and subscribe for more. And then that way you won't miss out on anything. But thanks again for watching. Always appreciate having you guys here. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.